up and running. Looking good. Lovely. Allow me to make sure everything is set up correctly. Which it looks like it is. It's all looking good over here. And just getting all of my bits and bobs arranged. Right, the other bit of chat is up there, and I've got the Nintendo Direct ready over there for like an hour from now. And I've got all the chats visible, so I just need 1 second to get social posts done. Hopping live on Twitch to play more Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Going to meet Dr. Spooky and Rob watch a Nintendo Direct 2. Come hang out live. And then I put the Twitch link, and then I say hello to the people. Chat is visible. Hey, Tara. Hey, Luna Likes Ladies, thank you very much for the sub. I'm just finishing getting everything ready on my end. That's probably good. Let me put the posts out. Then I need to make it so I can see the other version of chat. I need both chat windows up, which should be now. There we go. Hey, Jane. Hey, Gumba Master. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? We're back for more Dragon Age the Veilguard plus a Nintendo Direct that's starting in like 40 minutes, so I don't know how much Dragon Age we're going to get. I was going to say I don't know how much Dragon Age we'll get done before Nintendo Direct. We'll get about 40 minutes done, I think. Gumba Master says, I just finished Emmerich's companion quest line and I am torn. I will say, I think Emmerich's companion quest is the one that I had the hardest time making the decision about at the end. Like, the final choice is, I think, the most difficult one. Hey, Norum K. Can you pet the cat? I have no idea. There's a cat. Can I pet you? I cannot pet this cat. We can pet the griffin, but I cannot pet this cat. Which is, honestly, that is offensive. I am shocked and appalled. Now I need to remember that I can make the game big. There we go. I've got the game on the big window. Is there a Nintendo Direct at this time of day? There's one in like 40 minutes, but it's a 10-minute one that's about Universal Studios Japan Super Nintendo World is getting a Donkey Kong expansion. So like, I can't say it's gonna be anything huge. I played ahead a little bit in this Dragon Age to be like, oh, I'll just do some unimportant stuff off screen to like get caught up so we can get to Emmerich faster today, and I accidentally lead into a little bit of plot. It's fine. I recorded footage. I can show you what occurred. It's nothing too big. Let me work it out. So here is roughly what happened while I was gone. So, you know how we decided to go stand with our buddy Lucanus when both cities were getting attacked by blight dragons? We went to Treviso. That meant that Docktown got kind of fucked, and Nev is pissed off at us and has left the party for a while. Well, I went to Docktown for the first time since we made that decision, and let me show you how that went.
Oh no.
So the place is on fire, which is not a good start. Venatori now rule Minrathous. Therefore, we have to go rediscover waypoints.
Where is everyone?
This
what
was
did the Venatori do to the Shadow
This was the
Dragons?
Shadow Dragon's hideout. Their secret hideout has been discovered and trashed, and there's blood everywhere, and there's no Shadow Dragons anymore. It's pretty bad. Now there's a new type of Venatori called the Unstoppable Executioner, which concerns me. So I finish this fight, and then we get a tiny little bit of plot. That waypoint thing is really lovely, right? Making you rediscover the waypoint so that you have to go see how much the city's been fucked up.
We might find answers.
So yeah, we got a quest that was like, hey, let's go try and track down what happened to the Venatori, to the Shadow Dragons. We did get a really lovely bit of dialogue between Tash and Lucanus, which I saved just because I thought it was lovely, and we were on the way to try and find where the Shadow Dragons had ended up. Hey, Thimba. KK says, how are you enjoying this game so far? Congrats on your consultancy work for the game. I finished my playthrough at about 60 hours this weekend, and I'll tell you this. I stayed up till 4:30 in the morning in order to see the ending credits roll, because it got to 1 in the morning, and I was like, point of no return, fuck it, I'm in. And I played till 4:30 in the morning because I couldn't put it down. Fucking love this game. I know that I'm biased because I worked on it, but I fucking love this game. I think it's great. Now that I have Tash in my party, the Tash and their mother still follow the Qun is very interesting. Haven't seen people living under the Qun outside of larger Canary religion, and with the Arntam leaving the Qun, I think it'd be cool if we see the Qun fracture into different sets like most large religions in our world. It's interesting. Tash definitely lives with a parent who follows the Qun despite having left the Qun. Tash follows bits of it and others not. It's an interesting... Tash's relationship with the Qun is one of my favorite things in this game, and we will definitely get there as we go. But yes. So I found some of the Shadow Dragons literally being fucking hung in the streets. Now, just for context, I hadn't seen any of this before I saw this today. I've not seen what happens when you save Treviso rather than Minrathous. Treviso, if you don't save Treviso, it doesn't get public executions of political enemies in the streets bad. This is pretty rough. So I beat up some Venatori to be like, oh hey, I don't like you, you're doing public executions of my friend's faction in the streets. That's pretty bad. How's the story in this game? I love it. I've had a great time with it. Treviso was bad in its own ways, but like, I will say, Minrathous gets immediately bad in work. Like, the immediate effects are a lot more shocking in Docktown.
Venatori and their cruel theatrics. They will pay.
So yeah, the contact we were looking for to try and track down the Shadow Dragons had already been killed.
Hey, Brooke.
Here we get a little bit more context.
Lorelei. She ran the pawn shop. Sold things.
Yes, the Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to Shadow Dragons?
We're on it.
I like as well that this game does a great job of when you have to leave one of these factions to not be protected. Not only do you get consequences like a party member leaves and comes back hardened, visual changes to the town. I love that they have narrative conceits for why you can't use that town's main merchant anymore. In this case, we're trying to hopefully get to the pawn shop owner before she gets fucking murdered, but by the Venatori. But you know, if we don't get there in time, that might well explain why we don't get to use the merchant here. There's a 10-minute Nintendo Direct in like half an hour talking about Super Nintendo World's new Donkey Kong World. It's not like a full Direct, but it's like 10 minutes long. We'll watch it today. Grimlock Master, I'm glad you enjoyed. I can't say what I consulted on, but you are welcome to make your own guesses, and I'm glad you enjoyed the scenes you guess I did. Yeah, let's see. We've got... Oh yeah, did I? Yeah. Okay, so I did pick up a scene. I did pick up a side quest on the way to trying to track down where the Shadow Dragons had ended up. Which I'll show here quickly.
A Grey Warden? Are you alright?
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn if they escape into the city.
Just sit tight.
So yeah, Darkspawn are literally coming up out the sewers now. Things are getting bad.
You were saying, from what I hear, your mother is
Oh yeah, this is us trying to finish finding where the Shadow Dragons
can be
got dragged to.
trying to live up to that.
Is your mother like that?
My mother died when I was young. I was raised by my grandmother, Katerina. She was very intense as well.
Right. The Venatori got her. And you're gonna kill the ones that did.
Ah,
Yes,
nice little bonding moment. Anyway, I need you to finish bonding. We gotta break into a Venatori stronghold to see if that's where the Shadow Dragons ended up. You know, I might skim through some of the combat a little bit here, but I think I managed to capture the gist of the first visit back to Minrathous. It's pretty bad. If you don't save Treviso, if you do the opposite choice to what we did, Treviso is blighted to hell. The whole place is gunk covered, poisonous. Like it is a bad time. Having seen the start of both of these, at least, I feel like saving Minrathous is maybe the better idea. But we saved Treviso, and we made our bed. We gotta lie in it now.
What did they do to her?
Oh yeah, the shopkeeper's
Venatori
dead.
won't stop their executions. They want to terrify the city.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them or helped them.
Well, see, that was my reasoning this playthrough around, because I was like, the Venatori we can fight, an entirely blighted city's a bigger problem. But it feels like this is a community whose trust is going to be way harder to win back, is the thing. So yeah. There was a little bit more. We've got like another minute or two of things. Oh yeah, this was me dealing with the Darkspawn and the Blight in the city basement that woman asked me to deal with. Help me with the fact that everything is fucked.
Vesta, we got the Darkspawn that attacked you. They won't get into the city.
Thank you. The Wardens will be glad to hear it.
As will the Shadow Dragons. Quillen, by the way. I'll ensure Vesta gets the healing she needs.
Right.
I don't think I ever met this man in my first playthrough. I definitely did this mission, but I do not remember this sleazebag of a man. Yeah, if I would really recommend whichever city, if you play this game knowing that choice is coming up, before you go get Davarin, go sell all your loot to whatever city you're not going to save. It's going to be your last opportunity to nudge their numbers up that way. I think you'll be fine getting to max faction friendship regardless, but...
What's going on?
Oh, I picked this quest
My
up as well.
husband, Atticus, he was going to the Snake Nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know.
So that's what I did
So
off
the
stream,
Snake
I believe.
Nest.
I don't think there's anything else. No. We are literally right near where I picked up that quest, I think. Oh yeah, here is Sabina. So this is where I picked up the quest. Now, I want to go get Emmerich. I want to go get Emmerich as soon as possible, because Emmerich is, like... We got Tash. Tash is my #1 character. Emmerich is my #2 best character. But we let Docktown get fucked up. And if I want my relationship with the Shadow Dragons to be 3 stars at the end of this game, I need to make sure I do every quest that Docktown offers me. Every Docktown side quest, I cannot really afford to ignore any side quests in Docktown. And I don't know for certain at what point moving on the main story will make me lose access to certain Docktown quests. So, anytime that I want to do story progress, I'm going to go to Docktown, check that I've done every Docktown side quest, and then progress the story. That is my big thing. Crossroad gets a merchant that boosts the Lost Faction, but you still do... does the Crossroads get a faction that... a merchant that does that? I don't know if I ever met them. But yes, I'm gonna go try and find this woman's missing husband at the Snake Nest. A not at all ominously named bar. It's probably fine. I'm running entirely the wrong way. It's a wisp. I do not think I ever found a wisp that was... Oh, is that the one in the merchant in the, like, city centre with all the ghosts in the Crossroads? Oh, did not realise that they were specific to the faction you lost. Oh. Oh, that's kind of telling that, oh, the dead merchant ends up a wisp in the ghost shopping centre. Also, Minrathous could not be more England if it tried. Well, she put gravy on. Gotta put gravy on shit. Everything is fucked.
Dash, those things the Antam are becoming, reavers. What do you know about them?
Nothing. Normal Qunari don't do crap like that. But I can kind of see it for the Antam.
How?
Antam only care about being bigger and stronger. Of course they'd
Oh,
serve
there
the
you are,
gods and
Lucanus.
turn into monsters.
It's going to make clearing them out of Treviso a challenge.
Good thing the crows are there.
Could not see where Lucanus was. I thought he turned invisible. Right.
This is it. The Snake Nest. Let's look around, see what we find.
What do you got here? Names are circled. Gregor, Octavian, Martin, Atticus.
This Linus. He must own the Snake Nest. And he knows Atticus.
Hey, do you know where this dead person is?
We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
Not suspicious in the slightest, are you? Not at all.
Someone burned documents, but they are too charred to read.
I don't think we'll get any answers from him. We should look outside. Search... What happened here?
Okay, I think... Atticus, I know this will arrive late, but I need to talk to you. I need help. Please, I'll be at the Snake Nest.
A letter for Atticus. A missing person. Someone really wanted to meet at the Snake Nest. Why do I have a bad feeling about how that went? Blood. There's a trail.
This is not looking good for your missing husband.
A blood-stained shirt.
No tears in the fabric. The blood didn't belong to the shirt's owner.
Okay, you took off a shirt to hide that you did a murder, maybe.
Take a look at that.
Write up new healer request. Get prominent spot on board in the central market. Inform staff of time away. Okay, what else we got? What we got in here? Linus's journal. Nothing helps. No one helps. Reggie, my beautiful boy, he laughed at one of my stupid jokes, and it hurt him. He can barely breathe, and it's not getting any better. I would do anything for him. I just need to help. I'll do anything. I said I'd do anything, but I'm running out. Atticus was by last week. If he knew I needed help, he'd show up, but I can't ask that of him. I can't. But, Reggie, I asked for all of this.
A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right, that Snake Nest bartender must know something.
What? The
We need to
suspicious
talk to
bartender
her.
knows
Again.
shit. Suspicious bartender. What do you know? I'm going to ask you from stood on top of the table so you know I'm serious.
A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here, that your boss Linus knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do something.
Ah,
I
friends
can let
with
you into the
Nev.
storage. It's
iffy
across the
right
road.
now. Look, you don't know that me and Nev have had a falling out, so I will, yes, I'm friends with Nev Gallus. If that's what lets me open this door, then I am friends with Nev.
The bar storage. There has to be more here.
Suspicious bookshelf. Storage must be kept neat as possible. Payments always made below. Keep the floor here spotless. You know that you're being suspicious when you have a hidden bookshelf door that leads to a hidden lever to get into the lift. You don't just make the book activate the lift. You've got like multiple layers of secrecy going.
All this under the bar's storage?
He might be farther in.
Okay, we need something to get across here. Send letter. Send Reggie to L for night. Seal way afterwards. Take other exit to leave. Curious starting to follow. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie. Okay, we need... You need a way across here. Oh, is there... Ah, can we get a glowy thing down here? Okay, okay, he's got a pit of spikes in his basement. I don't think Reggie's okay. I don't think Atticus is okay. The payments don't end. The demon repeats. Would you trade another's innocent blood for his? Maker, I say yes. I'd do anything, and Reggie got better. It started with strangers, but I was running out, and Atticus. We were friends, and I still... Reggie, I'm sorry. I wasn't the man you needed. I didn't even fix the cloth rabbit, but I love you always, and I'll break this demon's ties to us. Linus? Have you been feeding strangers and then your friends to a demon to keep your kid alive?
Linus, the snake nest owner. He made a pact with the demon to save his kid. But the price, it was too high.
Did the demon want blood? Or to feed off the man's desire and desperation?
Both.
There's a key. We should see what else is here.
Grimlock Master, Laura, have you showed off all the regrets yet? No, we haven't even finished recruiting the party members. At some point, I will go do the thing you're talking about. We've not even started doing that on stream yet. We're a ways off. Child's drawing. Right, we need some kind of evidence that can... Something that can get us out of here. What do we got? Nev, have some better armor. I know you're not with us right now, but have a cool new shirt. Also, I've never tried this. Can I take... No, I can't take more than one of these at a time. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, I can open this cage. Atticus plus Sabina.
How many did he kill?
That'll help.
All for a demon. This was Atticus.
Oh, Grimlock,
His locket.
Trust me, I have opinions about them too. I think they're fascinating. I'm gonna wait till we're further in the game. Because at the very least, I don't, like, until we have all the party members, I don't want to do those. Because I want all the party members to have their input on them. I don't want to deal with any of them before we've got all the people. Okay, so we've got our crystal, and now we can leave this way.
There. Much stir.
Hey, Lucanus. When we were at that market, the lady selling ribbons was into you.
Smell like...
Something sealed past here.
Zara released it back here. Leave it be. Let Docktown know true desperation. Without mages in true control, that's all our city will ever know.
Something's very wrong. I can feel it.
Well, that's a problem for another time, I guess.
Let's see what you got.
Go, go, go. If this is our last side quest in Docktown, I might risk it and go pick up Emmerich. Like, I definitely won't do any other. Like, it's get Emmerich and then don't progress the plot and do some side quests. But...
Smelled like strawberries and blood.
Hey, Spite, eyes on me. That is a no. We do not talk about what other people smell like without their permission.
No!
Say them.
Ah. Oh, is this... Oh, this is the catacombs. Okay, I know where we are. That's good. We can just go head back to the quest giver, I think, now. Oh, as soon as we get Emmerich, be ready for me to only use 2 party members for, like, the rest of the game now. Like, Lucanus is great. Harding is great. I do love many of these characters, but Emmerich and Tosh... They're so good. Alright, here you go. We found what was left of your husband. Is everything good?
Sabina,
You're
Oh,
back.
Tosh and Spite are great.
But
I wish we
Atticus-
got more of
the
Spite in
man
this,
who took
honestly.
Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child, but it wasn't right.
Atticus.
I try and
If there's
switch,
anything
but
you need,
I have
I have
faves.
friends here in Minrathous who can help.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Dogtown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner. The people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
There does seem to be a demon preying on the weak and desperate in a town that is now weaker and more desperate than ever, which is really bad. No. Hey up, Lisby. Hey, Mux2000. How is everyone doing? Right, let's check there's no more exclamation marks on the map here. Then we go to the open world. There's no new quest to pick up from the Shadow Dragons. No new ones. There are new quests to pick up in Arlathan Forest. I can probably... Treviso, we've got a couple of quests we need to do. A few quests to do in Ravane Coast. I'm gonna gamble that we are safe to pick up Emmerich. And then we spend the rest of the day's quest... We've only got, like, 15 minutes until Nintendo Direct. Oh, questions. What do I do? Let's not pick up Emmerich until after the Nintendo Direct. Then we'd have to stop doing Emmerich's intro quest for 10 minutes and come back into it. That's going to disrupt flow. Let's pick up the quests in Arlathan Forest. Let's make sure we have all the quests. How am I feeling about Veilguard so far? I'm obviously biased. My name is in the credits. My praise cannot be believed. I fucking love it. The first 4 days that I had this, I was staying up till 2 AM every day playing because I didn't want to go to bed. I just wanted to keep playing. Then I had work commitments for a few days and came back to it. And as soon as my work was out of the way and I came back to it, I stayed up till 4:30 in the morning to see the credits roll the other day because, damn, it's maybe the best, like, point of no return finale of any BioWare game in terms of, like, scope and pacing and drama and shit. Yeah, the Nintendo thing in, like, 15 minutes is Nintendo theme park. Donkey Kong expansion related. Nothing huge, but if we didn't watch it, there'd be people who would go, what? There's a direct, why are we not looking at the direct?
Strife talked about you. I need your help.
Okay, let's pick up these quests quick.
Can you help? There are veil jumpers in the forest who have been gone too long. They were searching for relics. With the recent troubles, they could use a protective escort to bring those relics back to camp.
I'll start the search.
And I'll stay here, in case someone shows up.
Yeah, no, I played 33 hours in 4 days. And then I only put it down because I had, like, a freelance job for, like, 3 or 4 days I had to deal with. And then I picked it up, and I made it to, like, 60 hours over the course of, like, 2 more days. So I was playing some, like, 15-hour days those final 2 days. Right. Do we have any other quests to pick up? We've got one here. That's going to mean finding our way out there. You know what? We've got like 10 minutes. Let's try and find our way to this quest. If I can highlight that on the map. I'll try and find our way to where that is. Alright, let me get my bearings. This would be... left would be...
We might be able to restore that bridge.
Shortcut if we ever need it.
Yeah, I know where we are. This fiddly little area.
Look at this. I bet it came in handy. You have to hand it to the ancient elves. They loved their statues. Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone. Ugh. Okay.
Okay, I think this is where the quest I'm looking for is. No, it's further along. Okay.
Hey, Connus.
Oh yeah, this whole puzzle.
A lady selling ribbons.
Gumbo Master is asking how long the lore that's in Veilguard has been part of, like, the design documents, has been part of, like, the plan for Veilguard. I'll tell you this. There was an article I read on Eurogamer, I think it was the other day, talking about the fact that, a lot of the plot reveals in Veilguard are things that were written into, like, lore master documents for Dragon Age, like, 20 years ago.
That market, the lady
How much we
selling ribbons
believe,
was in
how much you believe that or not is another matter, but...
Strawberries and blood.
Hey, Spite, eyes on me. That is a no. We do not talk about what other people smell like without their permission. Okay?
You're not scared of Spite?
I'm Ravani. We got all kinds of spirits.
What makes you think the ribbon seller was interested in me?
Ah, we're finishing this, yeah.
Not fair. You just said.
If nothing else, we're going to get some fast travel points unlocked here that are going to be helpful long term. Let Spite fantasize about how women smell. He's got to be trapped inside Lucanus all the time. The least you can do is let him fantasize a little bit about a woman's smell. It's not that bad. There are worse things Spite could be up to.
I wonder what this is about.
Okay, let's fuck around with this contraption a little bit. Spike can have a little girl smell as a treat. Do we have to fix this one? of that stops working. So yeah, the long way around, we aim this. Oh, this makes the bridge. Uh-huh. There we go. Oh yeah, we were just... This game definitely isn't afraid to be, you know, have its grim moments when it needs to. We did just walk around Minrathous and look at the public hangings going on in the street of members of the Shadow Dragons, you know. He knows there's a time and a place for the grimness. Okay, so yeah, so now we can... Okay, no, that needs to stay pointed at there. This is not the quest we were trying to do, but it's doing the job. Yeah, equip that. Oh, yes, I've got to take this off. Right, we've got a couple of minutes till the Nintendo Direct. We are nearly there. Yes, because now I can place that here. Then we don't need this one anymore, so we can place this one over here, and we've made a shortcut. So this area won't be nearly as much of a faff in future to travel through. Now we can just walk across here. Yes, we didn't need this one. I guess I'll go put that one back. Right, 4 minutes until direct. Let's speed run through and try and find where that quest is to pick up. And then we will go get Emmerich. We'll go get Emmerich after this, after the direct, and then we will go clear up a bunch of side quests. They're mounting.
This could be one of the Evaneras. This artifact isn't working right. Maybe if I looked at the crystals it's connected to.
We've got a fast travel point here now, don't we? We do. Cool. Is this all the side quests picked up? Yes, all the side quests are in our pockets. So, we're gonna go get ready to go pick up Emmerich. You know what, actually, I'm going to do a hard save in case it turns out that we lock ourselves out of side quests by doing this, and then we can always roll back. 3 minutes until direct. You know what? I'm gonna start swapping the stream over now. So we're gonna need 1 moment to do the thing. Hi, am I audible now? I thought you were telling me that the stream was muted, and I was like, yeah, I know that. Sorry, all you were saying was no sound, and I was like, yeah, I know that the Nintendo stream has no sound. They just decided to play no music. I didn't realize you were telling me I couldn't be heard for a while there. I apologize for the confusion. I was talking about the fact that I didn't know whether I should bother to put music on, considering there was like 2 minutes to wait, and I didn't know whether it was worth my time to go find music. I thought you would. I thought I was going. There's no music. Should we put music on? And everyone's going. There's no sound. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what we're talking about. What I was going to suggest is me making Nintendo music with my mouth for 2 minutes, just being like, we've got about a minute and a little bit left. Actually, about 20 seconds, and then it's time for us to watch. In about 20 seconds, we'll get to watch. At this point, it's more like 15. In about 15, probably closer to 10 seconds now. It'll be time for us to watch a Nintendo Direct. If they start on time, that is. 5 seconds left to go, 4 seconds left, 3... There we go. Oh, apparently I paused the stream video at some point while trying to work that out. Everything's going Laura's way. Let's refresh the video. Laura is so prepared for this. It's 10 minutes. This stream is like 10 minutes. Okay. Here we go. Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Today I'm talking to you from Super Nintendo World. At Nintendo Universal Studios Japan. Since the park opened back in March 2021, many people from around the world have travelled here to experience the world of Super Mario firsthand. Thank you all very much. A new area has been added to Super Nintendo World. I'm going to show you around. Don't ask about the Zelda world we accidentally kind of confirmed. Okay, so we're going through a warp pipe. Oh yeah, this is the regular Mario bit. We were following you! How did you only catch up to us? Oh, I realized why we had no sound. I was on the wrong stream channel. I was on the wrong scene in OBS. Oh, it's like rocks like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Yes. Oh yeah, the Japan Mario theme park is pretty big. Oh, this is funky theming. Donkey Kong's treehouse and the Golden Temple in the background, spewing out smoke or steam. Oh, Nintendo, you really could have an entire theme park, and you probably will by the time you're done. Besides the main attraction, there are also secret locations to visit. What is the main attraction? I assume... You say main attraction is there's only one. Is there one ride? Is there only one? Oh, this is the... It's the roller coaster that jumps over the broken track. 3-player Donkey Konga. They've not yet shown the coconut gun, but I assume it will fire in spurts. If it shoots, sure, it's probably gonna hurt. You do good, Pongos. Rambi appears. I love the regional themed uniforms. Okay, we gotta find all the
これは K です
letters of Kong,
さあ残
like
りは
in the
何でしょうね
game.
文字を見つけたらこの新しいドンキーコングのパワーアップバンドをかざしてはいこれはスーパー・ニンテンドー・ワールドのアプリ上でも記録されてます
My phone says
こ
I
れ以外にも
got
パワーアップバン
K.
ドを使って発見できる
There are
たく
lots
さ
of
んの
other
秘密がある
secrets.
の
I
で
bet O,
皆さ
N,
ん
and
で
G are
探してみ
probably
てく
at
ださ
some
い
of the other secrets to look
もちろ
for.
んマリオたちのパワーアップバンドも使えますよそれでは次に行ってみましょう突然ですが問題です
Jungle Beat
ドンキーコングの
shakes.
好きな食べ物と
What
い
is
えば
Donkey
何
Kong's
でしょう
favorite food? I'm guessing it's
そう
banana.
ですバナナです
Oh, I was right. It
こ
was
のお店ジャン
bananas.
グルビートシェイクではバナナの味のフードを用意しました
Oh, no. Don't
Donkey
make
Kong
the
が樽を投げて
signature
割れる
food
瞬間をイメ
banana
ージした
related. I know you're going
クラッシュ
to.
サンデーそしてお腹が
I'm
減ったら
related
スペシャ
to
ルなホット
banana.
ドッグ
I'm related to bananas? I'm allergic to bananas.
アボカドのソースがぴったりです
Avocado
こちらもこのエリア
sauce.
でしか買うことはできませんでは次に行ってみましょうはいこちらはドン
Yeah.
キーコングの家です
This
ごめん
this
ください
this is an accessibility concern. Don't theme this area around bananas. That's
すごい食
discrimination.
欲でねあドンキーコング
I am allergic to
ドンキーコングが来
I
てくれました
I'm accidentally allergic to bananas. I'm allergic to a type of grass pollen that my body
どう
thinks
で
is
すかこの
bananas.
ジャングルの住み心地は
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking at that pile of bananas and being like, oh no, I'm
絶好調
dead.
ですねじゃあドンキーコングここで一緒に
That is a really good Donkey Kong
よ
costume.
しカメラチ
That's a really good costume.
はいここではドンキーコングと記念写
No,
真
it's not
を撮り
because
ま
of
す
the radiation. It's
イエーイ
fun fact. There are certain things
Yeah,
where if
what
you're
other than-
allergic to one, your body will be allergic to another because it will
次に来た
confuse
の
them.
はドンキーコング
Certain
カント
pollen
リーの
allergies
ゲームの枠を見た
can
こと
trigger
があ
as
る
latex
ドンキー
allergies.
コングの
Some
バイ
pollen
バイ
allergies can trigger as banana allergies because your body doesn't know the
世界中で
difference
ここにしかない
between
ドンキーコングの
pollen
グ
and a
ッズを販売
banana
しています
or pollen and
ゲー
latex.
ムの中ではファンキーコングがいろんなお助けアイテムを紹介
Yeah,
してくれるお店なん
that
です
Donkey
が
Kong outfit really is
皆
like
さんも
Disney
お気に入りのグ
level
ッズを探してみてください
costumery.
それでは次に行ってみましょうやっと黄金の神殿に着きましたこの
The
神殿の
Golden
中に
Temple.
ドンキーコングカントリーのライドアトラク
Okay,
ショ
so
ンが
there's
あり
only
ます
one ride in Donkey Kong
ドンキーコン
Country.
グといえば
Is there more than one
ライブを
ride
走り
in
抜
the
ける
Mario
トロッ
bit,
コです
or is
ね
it just the Mario Kart
トロ
one?
ッコに乗ってジャングルを豪快に駆け抜ける冒険に出発しますよ
Yeah, so I know
Yeah,
one thing about
I
this
think
is
it's
your
all-
cart jumps over a broken bit of track.
あ
That's the illusion.
ここに
But
大
it's
き
pretty
なシャト
cool.
がありますねおかしいなドンキーコングが先に行ったんでしょうか
Oh,
とりあえずこの
are you
シャトを
saying
追いかけましょう
Donkey Kong came to Donkey Kong Land? Oh, okay. There's apparently a Yoshi one too. Oh yeah, the Yoshi one.
神殿の中に入ってきましたね
Was that a water fountain inside
さあ進んできました
a gorilla's mouth? You had to drink out of the
何かみんな
gorilla's
で
mouth.
バナナを大事そうにしてますね
The banana does seem very
特別なバナナ
important
なん
to
ですか
them.
ねここにも別の壁画がありますね
Nintendo stole
なんか見覚えがあ
their
ります
game
ね
design ideas from The Prophecy. Donkey Kong was originally a
何か
Pikmin
話し声
game.
が聞こえてきますねフランキーコングとスコークスが何か話してますよ
Sure.
この先のトロッコに乗ってゴールデンテンプルから敵族を追っ払いゴールデンバナ
Oh,
ナを
that's a
守る
really good animatronic.
ゴールデンバナナを守れるかはお前たち
Whether the golden banana can be protected depends on all of
皆さん
you.
聞きましたかどうやらさっきの壁画のバナナがゴールデンバナナみたいですね
Yeah, that is a good. Okay, these are
You're
you're working on it,
大変なことになってる
Nintendo.
みたい
You're
で
doing
す
some good stuff.
さあ
Some
み
cool
んなで
design.
ゴールデンバナナを守りに行きましょう先へ急ぎましょうはいトロッコの乗り場に着きましたここから引きトングからゴールデンバナナを守る冒険に出発します
Ooh, gotta protect it from Tiki
まあ
Kong.
実際に乗るとどんな感じでしょうかほんの少しだけですがその
Is a
様子も
little
ご覧く
sneak
ださい
peek.
はいトロッコがスタートしました
Yes. So there's a section here where there's broken track that you jump over. And the mechanics of how it works are genuinely pretty fascinating. I have a lot of fascination for the mechanical design of this roller coaster. Kveldstrom, don't worry, it'll be... Oh, that's all you're going to show? So, the rails it looks like you're riding on aren't actually the rails you're riding on. You're on, like, an arm that's, like, holding you up. Like, holding you quite high above the rails you're actually rolling on. So you can jump over the section of broken track, because quite a long way out of sight below you is the actual track. Which is pretty cool. It's like... There's like a R-shaped bracket up from the tracks and you're sat up on top of that. So you're not actually seeing the thing you're on the rails on. Go look into how it works. It's an interesting ride. Yeah, I know it's not unique, but it's one of the more impressive implementations of it I've seen. Or ambitious.
JL
Bonnier. You look exactly as French as I expected to.
Hello to
you
everyone
two.
watching Nintendo Direct. I am JL Bonnier from Universal Studios Japan. Thanks to the strong relationship
I was like, look, your surname, you're gonna look
and
French.
Miyamoto-san and the wonderfully talented people at Nintendo, Super Nintendo World has made countless number of people super energized since its opening. And now I'm very happy to be able to announce the opening date of the new world first ever area based on the world of Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country will be opening on December 11th, 2024.
Cool. I'll never get to see it,
And
but
with the opening of the new area,
cool.
Super Nintendo World will power up and make people even more super energized. We look forward to seeing you here.
Look, tell me when the Zelda one happens, and then pay for me to go to it, because I want to go to Zelda World. Get me on one of those lists of influencers who can go when it's Zelda World.
ユニバーサルエピックユニバースにもマリオの世界とドンキーコングの世界を両方楽しめるスーパーニンテンドーワールドがオープンします。まずはユニバーサル
Yes,
スタジオジャ
the
パンで
next May they're going to have one of these in the
壮大な
Florida
ジャン
one
ル
as
で
well.
お待ちしていますので、ぜひ遊びに来てください。
Now Zelda World's happening. We've seen Aonuma on the building site, like, looking over stuff. Oh, he's Dutch, not French. Okay, well, you see why I assumed French. Okay, cool. There we go. That was a Nintendo Direct for 10 minutes. Let's go get Emmerich. And then I'll come back and do all these side quests that I really should be doing now, but I'm an impatient little child, and there's a hot man I could go get. Actually, we're gonna go one place before we get Emmerich. We're gonna go check if there's any more party member, like, friendship stuff going on at the lighthouse, and then we go get Emmerich and Manfred. Right, who's got things they want to talk about? Yeah, I don't think Tosh is gonna continue doing friendship leveling until we get Nev back, which is disappointing. That's a second reason that I would always side with Nev in future playthroughs. Is I want to be able to level up Tosh sooner. Okay, let's go. Get our new party member. Look, when I'm ready to play this game and do a playthrough where I don't romance Tosh, Emmerich is gonna be the second person I romance. I wouldn't have thought that going in, but a single moment toward the end of his companion quest made me go, actually, he'd be really nice to romance. The Grand Necropolis. Only a little spooky. Also, I just realised, was I sounding echoey when I came back to this, to the gameplay screen?
No sign of the professor.
I'm guessing I sound
Hope
better
he's
now.
here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't. Oh.
It's more tinny than echoey, but it's good now. Cool. Yeah, in fixing the audio to make it appear on the Nintendo Direct bit, I accidentally doubled my audio over here. Look, Lucanus I thought was gonna be my second romance, but
surprise. Any trouble with the lift?
Yeah.
Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor.
Look at
we've
this
never met.
gentleman.
Well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert. I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I liked that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
Looks great.
Thank you. You know, I'm never quite sure how these spells strike someone from outside Navarra.
Look, I want to tell you one thing about this man. As the only thing I know about his romance quest, and I don't think it's a big spoiler. I think it's very charming. This was not the thing that sold me on romancing him next, but it did tell me that this was the right choice. I did see a few seconds of, if you romance him, and the topic of you being trans comes up, he is such a gentleman about it. Romancing him as a trans woman, his response is something to the effect of, "My dear, there is nothing more attractive to me than a person who knows themselves." And I was like, oh, sir, oh, what a gentleman. What a gentleman. Right. He doesn't make a big deal out of it. He's just very, look, you know yourself, and that makes you, like, the most beautiful thing to me is someone who knows themselves, and you know yourself, so that makes you beautiful. I'm like, oh, he's a little good. He's a little good. I'm not going to tell you the thing that sold me on romancing him. We're going to have to get through his entire companion quest to see that. But I will tell you the moment that I realized I kind of wish I'd romanced him.
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to
He really grew on me the more this game went. I must say, I'm really curious to see more of the characters, like, how they respond to you coming out as trans in the romance options. Because the vibe I'm getting is that everyone has a different response, but they're all like, hey, doesn't have to be a big deal. Here's why it's not a big deal to me. In a way that's like, oh, hey, you didn't dismiss that transness, you acknowledged it, but you didn't make it a whole big thing. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's great.
Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
The Grand Necropolis is a really cool area. I love its aesthetic. And I know some people who are all about the action in Dragon Age aren't going to dig Emmerich's companion quest so much. I love that so many of his companion quest segments are just quietly going and having conversations about philosophy and death. And picking flowers, being respectful.
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Singled you out.
Where'd everyone go?
Stop making everything all dark and shadowy. I need to shoot you.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
The BT says, I find it slightly odd that you can technically be cis non-binary in this game. As an intersex person, I do feel seen by that. I'm really glad that that's a supported thing. In Gender Euphoria, one of the people that shares their story in Gender Euphoria is an intersex person that went back and forth on like whether they saw themselves as trans or cis, and like they ultimately like, I view myself as trans while being intersex, but also like in talking to them while working on the book, they were like, yeah, no, I know plenty of intersex people who consider themselves cis, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, and I'm glad that that's a thing that a system like this can support, where it's like pronouns, identity, and separately, do you consider yourself trans? Like, those are building blocks you can apply to situations people might not think of in terms of representing themselves, you know?
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What's they doing? Make them stop!
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzy.
I like that even while we're fighting, like, hordes of corpses, Emmerich's like, oh, sometimes they just work themselves up into a bit of a tizzy. Oh, poor things. You can see respect for the dead even when the dead is trying to eat his face. Also, Tosh, thank you for telling me I did good at fighting.
I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay.
Okay, I gotta find a wisp.
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Yeah, I do want to do a playthrough as a member of the Morn Watch. They're super interesting as a faction. I found Emmerich's like choice at the end of the quest of what to do the hardest one to choose. The Morn Watch is the faction I most want to know more about.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Hello, little tiny ghost. Can you help open a door for me?
Doors
Thank
open.
you.
Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Is it Manfred?
So,
Is it
Professor,
Manfred time?
Just Emmerich, please.
You weren't that surprised we need a fate expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
Oh, you two have synergy. I forgot that you two have synergy. Hell yeah. And we have barriers.
Enemies at range.
Rook needs assistance.
all the party members are people you deliberately seek out for help. Yeah, it is perhaps the most deliberately. I know what form our party needs to take, or at the very least, I have a suspicion what we're going to need to build a functional team, and we go for them. It's, you know what vibe it gives me? When you're playing a Dungeons & Dragons campaign where the DM has gone in advance, I want everyone to come up with party members that are working towards the same goal and have a reason to be there. There needs to be a connecting thread that has you all invested in the quest at hand. And sort of, it makes sense why you're all here and you're all not just gonna try and ditch the main quest 5 minutes in. Honestly, I think Mass Effect 2 is the BioWare game I would most compare this to, in terms of... It is... Sure, there is a big world-ending threat that we need to be ready for, and that is going to take all of these skills to be able to tackle, you know, with the suicide mission. But it is as much that as a game about, like, the kind of people who are willing to put it all on the line to save the world, knowing they may not survive, are often the kind of... You need those people to have their head in the game. And it is taking the loyalty missions pre-Suicide Quest format and making that the format of the game. And I think for the most part it works. It's... What if instead of, like... If you think of Mass Effect 2, you think of every party member's most memorable quest. It was that one that you have to do right before the Suicide Quest to get that loyalty up. This is, what if each of those was like a game-long 6-part quest with like its own sub-villain, its own arc, that you start on right from the start rather than doing toward the end.
It's freezing.
Your party members can die? Yes. I know a person who finished this game with none of their party alive. I'll tell you this, one party member died in my playthrough. I won't say who. Currently one party member just isn't talking to me and has left the team and will probably come back in a bit, but is just gone at the moment. But it is entirely possible to have no one survive. It is entirely possible to have no one survive.
Misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Hero says, give me a bunch of character stories leading up to one big battle for the world. Yeah, that's what this is. It's Mass Effect 2, but with the big story quests made a bigger part of the game than they were. Like, yeah, we've got to do the big fight for the world. But, like, along the way, we've got to do big party quests, and we've got to do, like, 2 or 3... Yeah, we're probably ready to take on the big bad. Now, fuck, no, we were not. Okay, well, we'll train back up. We'll try again. No, we still weren't fucking ready. Lots of, yeah, let's defend this place. No, no, everything got fucked. NK Man, it is, I think, the closest that BioWare have been since Mass Effect 2 at trying to capture that balance of the world is at risk, but you're never going to save the world if you don't save the people. It is made of the things I love about Mass Effect 2. And I know that that's not necessarily what every Dragon Age fan wanted this to be. But it reminds me in so many ways of Mass Effect more than Dragon Age, mechanically and structurally, and for me that's a benefit. And the big party, like your companion quest being such a big focus, it just reminds me of Mass Effect. Actually, out of curiosity, I can go find out for you how long a party member's companion storyline quest is in terms of like total playtime, because I did record one of the companion quests recently, and I can add up the length of the videos pretty easily, I think. So I can give you a sense of like, what if the Mass Effect 2 companion quests were X amount long? Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna do some basic maths. Let me find the files I'm looking for. Gonna be these down to here. Windows, can you tell me how many minutes of video this is? So I skipped over some of the combat heavy stuff when recording. I recorded the big combat missions. I recorded in full, but I left some of the like the core of one of the companion quests, 3.5 hours. And there are 8 companions, so that's roughly 24 hours out of the about 60 hours I spent in the game was just on companion quests. So I'm gonna say probably half the runtime was doing companion quests. At an estimate.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
Must have been fun.
The final mission, like past the point of no return, is nearly 4 hours long. Like the big crescendo of the game is like 4 hours. It's a heck of a ride.
Ready for a fight?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fair to say most of the companion quest stuff is conversation. It's conversation based. Like the one I'm thinking of had maybe 2 or 3 like combat focused portions, and the rest were like story based ones. But that's a good 3.5 hours of just doing like. And that's not even counting, like, the optional stuff you can go do for them. Just the stuff that is, like... If I were to tell someone this was this character's story, it'd be about 3.5 hours.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
Yeah, Tara, you're not wrong. You're not the first person to point out that, yes, the fact that this game got the kind of go woke, go broke bullshit that it did has undeniably made it harder for legitimate criticism of this game to happen. In as much as, great example that my good friend Arevia brought up the other day. She was watching Co-Carnage streaming Veilguard, and, you know, had a very fair criticism of he didn't personally like some aspects of the writing. You know, he felt that they were a little direct and explanatory, like a little too tutorial-y. And he brought that up on stream, and instantly his chat was like, yeah, the game's writing shit. Every time they talk about queer stuff, it makes the writing shit. And he was like, he had to go like, no, calm the fuck down. I am having a very gentle criticism of, like, my opinions on the writing. You're jumping to attributing it to some right-wing bullshit on the internet. Like, you've assumed that I mean some dog whistle bullshit. No. And I think like that's a really good example of.
But a wisp's senses differ.
There are legitimate critiques to have of this game, but so many people have like tried to. So many people have gone, I want to complain about blank, but I'll seem bigoted if I do. So I'll frame it like this, and I'll pretend this is what I'm upset about. That it's poisoned the well on several legitimate avenues of critique, and that does suck. As someone that's primary job is being a game critic, I can recognize that it sucks feeling restricted inability to have critiques that aren't, you know, misunderstood.
Despair is far more pervasive than I thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Oh yeah, people pretending that this is the first time BioWare games have had kind of cheesy, exaggerated writing. Like, look, I fucking love BioWare's games. Bias, I know. I love BioWare's writing. In the same way that when I was like 13, I realized anime was the coolest shit in the world to me. Because, and this is just me, I'm autistic and I do poorly at subtlety and nuance in non-verbal subtext. I love a good, kind of exaggerated anime bullshit energy to the way that melodrama happens. I'm just drawn to it. And I find a real strong appeal in the way that BioWare games are made. And I say this as I'm like, I love BioWare dialogue writing. I know it's exaggerated and over the top. That's kind of what it's always been, and it's kind of why I've always loved it. Don't pretend it's died here. Chill, mage. Did we get everyone? Nope, there's still a death chill mage.
Rub some dirt on it.
I'm not gonna rub some dirt on it, Tosh.
They're at range.
Yes, I know they're at range. I'm trying to get them. Oh, is there someone over here as well?
Attacking from afar.
How is it just you? I'll smack you up. Aha! Shotgun one to the face. Death Tales, you missed Nintendo Direct. It wasn't that much. It was here's the Donkey Kong world at the theme park. The signature food is bananas. Laura would die if she ate them.
Their source is near the bell.
That's all you missed.
Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
Ooh, Sightless Skull. Yeah, have a new skull, Emmerich. I found it just for you. Yeah, sorry, it was 10 PM UK, the direct. Oh, Death Tales, they're my two favorite too. It's literally, these are the two that I'm going to be using as much as possible from now on. Over we go.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
At your service.
We found out that
You
Laura's
must
mum is a
tell me
banana.
about your
Yeah.
travels once we're above ground.
Yeah, you caught me. There we go. My mother has been doxxed. She's a Cavendish banana. The Cavendish is the one that isn't extinct, right? It's the Gros Michel that went extinct, the Cavendish we have now? Or is it the other way around?
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the
Yeah, I do want to
darkness.
do a Morn
Would
Watch
you mind
playthrough
writing
after
those
this.
phrases,
I think it's going to be in the Morn Watch. Date Emmerich is the next big playthrough direction I'm going. Oh, come on. I must say, by the end of this playthrough, I really built a mage build I loved.
Why is this bell so important?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fae.
But it won't destroy them? Them being here isn't their fault.
No. In this instance, banishment will suffice. Though, forgive me, I had the impression our denizens unnerved you?
I'm from Ravane. Spirits are okay, so long as they're not walking corpses around.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
Oh, look, Death Tales, I was on board with you with picturing him as gay, and that was all that I could picture him as, until I saw the very short clip of him being exquisitely, so gentlemanly about trans woman Rook that I was like, oh, actually, I can see it. He's just a gentleman.
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst?
This isn't Manfred. Where's Manfred?
Who brought it here? The Venatori.
Oh, it says bloody
Of
Venatori.
course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Corpses talk to you? That's messed up.
Oh, there's no danger in it, I assure you.
That's not the messed up part.
Shh, think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down,
so don't dawdle.
Found this Venatori.
Oh, hey!
In these halls. Into the fray.
It's the damn Tories. Oh, no. Fuck him up, Emmerich. Fuck him up. Here we go. We're starting to get the good build. Gosh, on the front lines, me and Emmerich at the back, slamming down electricity like no one's business. I come in for a smack. Wait for Tosh to be ready so that you can pop off each other's powers.
Take them down.
Do you know the mechanics for dealing with enemies that block your attacks? My method has just been brute force them. Yellow shields you get rid of using triangle attacks. I use the laser for the blue. barrier shields, and anyone with regular shields, I just smack them down with my overhead lightning, because no one defends from above.
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Okay, let's finish looting all of Emmerich's stuff. I hope these aren't like tributes to the dead or something, because they're mine now. Ooh. Are we level 20 now? Ooh, that means we can get the subclass. Yes. I've been waiting to get Spellblade as a specialization. So, we got 3 points to spend. We're going to start becoming the Spellblade. Thunderous End is our new ultimate. We can get Voidblade. Oh, we can get Voidblade now. Yes, and we can start on these. Yeah. Actually, I do want Storm Surge. I want it more than that. Can I undo something to get Storm Surge? For the second, what is this? No, I do want that right now. Yeah, let's get this instead. Let's swap this to my new electric one. Thunderous End. And I want to keep these two at the very least. Do I... Which do I want more right now? Do I want Tempest? Storm Surge. I want, I'm thinking Voidblade. I want Voidblade as my 1 point. I'm going all electric right now. Storm Surge doesn't use... does Storm Surge not use MP? Yeah, but I like these moves, though, is the thing. Oh, I'm in combat now, so I can't. It's just on cooldown. Oh! Maybe I need to pay more attention to it. Maybe I take Chain Lightning off for now, because I want to get my Spellblade to the point that they're doing Chain Lightning damage anyway when I stack enough stacks of electricity on them. So close to getting your barrier gone. There it is. There we go. Still don't have your heal, Emmerich. Come on. Oh, I want you to be my primary healer on the team. That's what I want you to be my healer, Emmerich. I need you to get there. Yeah, I could probably take Chain Lightning off because Chain Lightning is like crowd control, but I'm using Tempest as crowd control anyway.
Now one more Despair Demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't know if I can get the heal yet. I think the heal is... I might be wrong. I think for all of the party members, they start with 2 abilities, and it's somewhere during their, like, you acquire them as a party member quest. At some point, it just unlocks. I might be wrong. I feel like it just does so as a natural thing at some point during... Yeah, you can't buy shit for him yet. Yeah, progress further to unlock. Yeah, it's literally, it unlocks, yeah. You've got to have him in the party for a while, and they'll just naturally happen. I knew what I was thinking there.
What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
There you are.
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil.
Oh shit, I forgot to show
Please
you the
remain
coolest
here.
thing about
After
today's
we've seen
stream.
to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
We'll give this a second to play out.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
I've got Solus's Lyrium Dagger. I have Solus's Lyrium Dagger. I have Solus's Lyrium Dagger. It's so cool. I love this piece of shit so much. It's so cool. Yeah, it's not Solus's anymore. It's mine now. I will open the veil for Solus. Whenever I need to feel powerful because I'm getting my ass kicked by a fight now, I'm just gonna pick that up and be like, don't make me open the veil.
What remains of them will be put to work.
The other dagger design is pretty cool, but this is the dagger design I have, and it's pretty cool. Okay, okay, so this would make this the... Okay, we'll try with this. We'll try with this. Yeah, that's the thing. Echo, look, I'm not usually one for video game tap, but this one's really cool. And I'm in the game, so like I think it's okay for me to own some stupid tat that I don't need. I think if I'm in the credits of a video game, I'm allowed free pass on having some tat for it. Because it's some nice tat. I think I could be forgiven in this one instance for tat. Here's the thing. What I will probably do is at some point my storm my spellblade build is going to start being so that if you inflict burning, it also inflicts shock, and if you inflict shock, it inflicts burning. At which point, I'll probably put the flaming meteor back on my build, because it'll still be adding to building my electric stats.
The sunken star can help us
stacks.
if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
At that point, I'm going to be a sort of combo fire spellblade. That's the route I'm building toward.
one, Jane.
Excellent.
Guests!
Kill them all, but save the limbs.
Well, that is actually kind of nice. I was kind of sleeping on that move. I've got some Vampire Survivors tack in the office as well, actually.
Fantastic rope.
I have the best piece of Vampire Survivors merch, which is a stress ball that is a bulb of garlic with the studio name Ponkle on it. And this quite cute foldable fan that can go in my purse with a bat on it. And it folds up quite nicely. I don't mind a bit of practical tat. It can just go in my handbag as that, which is quite nice. That's practical tat, that. Okay, nearly there.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
Come on, Emmerich. Ring that bell. Bring peace to the dead. Send them away peacefully.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
Yep.
And
Expected
any
as
more
much.
Venatori.
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
I'll do my best, sir. For you, Emmerich, I'll do anything. Alright, who's coming to break in and fuck up my shit?
Here's the Venatori.
Okay, I see him. Come on, Venatori, come find me over here. You know you want to.
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer.
Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
Oh, I'm gonna be really close range to use that, I think this is why I gravitated away from using that recharge only move. Is that I do most of my fighting at just far enough away that is not a helpful distance. Oh, there it is. Big angry fire demon. I see it. Okay, neither of you is ready. Oh, you both ready? Oh, no, you're not. Focus on taking this one down for a minute. Okay, I need some healing pretty badly.
Emmerich, now what?
Okay, come on. Heal. Okay, okay, healed.
Magic spell worked. The despair demon's pissed off.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Oh.
But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Graf says, I beat the game last night and got the Platinum Trophy. I've not quite got the Platinum Trophy yet, but pretty close. I've got a couple of little bits to wrap up, but yes, I finished Saturday night / 4:30 in the morning Sunday. It was delightful.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Did I definitely
Let me take
scour
one.
everything to... There's definitely something cool I can get around here. Where is it? Where is Crystal that will let me... Oh, scour this room. Somewhere around here there's going to be a chest with something cool in it. But I'm not seeing... The BT, I don't have the platinum because I wanted to see the ending before being spoiled, regardless if there was going to be one or two things I hadn't finished. I did every side quest, but I had so many work obligations last week. Okay, I think we did get everything. Where I was like, if I want to see it and see it done before people ruin the ending for me, my time is limited. People are really shit at not spoiling things for me, and I didn't want to get spoiled on a game I helped do.
Shall we depart?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've probably got everything. Now, hopefully we've not shut ourselves out of any of those side quests that we hadn't done yet. It'll be fine, I'm sure it'll be fine.
But I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are...
Here he is!
Thank you, Manfred.
Welcome, Matthew Mercer.
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods planted Terran wide open to get to the Blight. And they've already messed with it.
Yeah, Matt
Demons,
Mercer is
terrors in
this
reality.
skeleton we're
Our team
about
needs
to
a fate expert.
chat to.
Many watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to
That
assist.
skeleton.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Promise you'll bring Manfred.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
That's Matt Mercer just going...
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long.
Veilguard is great.
The Venatori
we'll get
unearthed
to
something
Veilguard.
no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Grimlock Master, you're not wrong that the Fade is becoming less dangerous to inhabit, but my understanding is Solus keeps fucking with the Fade, and the Fade is getting closer and closer to reality, and the less it's sectioned off, the less dangerous it is. The more it's on the border of reality, the less imminently dangerous it is to be in.
With their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with.
We didn't get a choice about whether or not to have this play. I do worry we might have missed out on some side quests. Please tell me no side quests have gone away.
Feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Or that none of the companion things have moved on. Okay,
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You need an army to fight a war, though.
It'll be fine.
They've got two. The Venatori and Antam wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back then? We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
Well, hey, you're out of bed.
I might be back in the Crow's good books after we saved Treviso.
You impressed Viago. That is quite a challenge on its own.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Okay, okay. The first warden gonna give us
warden
shit?
Didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track.
What's on? I assume you're talking about the bit where we have to decide between Treviso and Minrathous. Is that the only point where you can lose quests? If so, interesting.
But he can't stop you from asking.
Because I've been doing all of the companion
if
stuff.
Fast enough.
Because the thing with the companions is I know that you can miss timing. I've not done this myself, but I've been told by people that, like, if you don't do the companion quest before moving the story on, you might end up, like, going and doing a companion quest and, like, you skip the first part of the companion quest because you didn't go do it. And you enter on, like, part 2 of a companion quest. Yeah. Like, I know someone who talked about with Tash coming in on a part 2 of Tash's companion quest and just missing the first part. Okay, cool. I'd heard people talking about missing out on quests and it's gotten me nervous about it.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the closest damn thing to them.
Nev's back!
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkaren, our fate expert, and Tosh, our
There was a Nintendo Direct today, Bellabean, but, like, you didn't miss much. It was 10 minutes of his Donkey Kong Land at Super Nintendo in Japan. There's a banana-themed special meal, which might kill Laura, so she probably shouldn't eat it. That's all you really missed.
They joined while you were away. Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
Death Tales, in my
So
playthrough, I let Treviso get ruined. So to see something different, we let Minrathous get ruined here. And first thing that happens when you go back to Minrathous after it's ruined, shadow dragons are just getting fucking public executed in the street. There's like gallows where like they've hung shadow dragons and just left their corpses hanging from the noose. There's blood everywhere. Venatori just like on every fucking corner. Oh. No, it's still Gilnenane's dragon. No matter which one you go to, you fight Gilnenane's dragon. Sorry to tell you that you don't get an early opportunity to see Elganon's dragon. Right, I know.
Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't?
Look, I think there's some logic to Gillenane and the dragon being the one that come to wherever you go, because Gillenane is on the task for trying to get the Lyrium dagger back, and going wherever you happen to be. Oh yeah, she has two dragons. Do you fight the fire dragon? I don't remember which one you fight. We fought one of them. I don't remember which one I fought when. So...
You made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Nev is now going to be slower to level up companion friendship with. And she's also hardened. And what that means is, while her attacking abilities will now be stronger, she won't do support skills or healing skills anymore. Her healing ability just isn't available. Her support skills just aren't available. She won't buff anyone, she won't heal anyone, but she will hit harder. Which is fascinating, I think.
Right?
Yeah, Val. I'm back.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be a part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices.
She's a bit pissed.
Then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook.
Still sleepy,
You'll
are
find
you,
your way
sir?
through this. I know it.
Right. Now that Nev is back, can I continue... Can I continue Tarsh's companion quest now that Nev is back? Maybe. Nev is hardened. After experiencing the Blighted Dragon attack in Minrathous, Nev is less trusting and more self-reliant. Her damaging abilities are increased, but she'll no longer use supportive abilities, and relationship progress is slowed. I've heard conflicting things about whether that actually means you can't romance her anymore, or whether it's just harder to romance her. Okay, so Emmerich's got a companion quest for us. Or a companion conversation. Got one there. No, I'm looking for a conversation to trigger in here. I'm waiting for a conversation to trigger in here so I can continue stuff with Arsh. Let's see what Davrin wants.
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
At least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
You'd never know it to look at him. Seems friendly enough.
As long as he likes you.
So what I'm hearing, Hassan, is gingerwort truffles for life?
Oh, good night, BT. Okay, you had the option to romance her and she was hardened. Okay, so it's just...
talon, every feather.
You gotta do a little
honed
more
into
work
killing
for it,
machine.
yeah.
Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Also, I have some Karamak buttons.
Like his name says.
To eat while
He's an
streaming
Arab.
today.
Have lion,
Caramel
have ego,
almost
with the
chocolate
instincts of both.
buttons.
Griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path.
Hello,
Even
I,
griffins.
the trans woman main character,
wish
believe
I
that
knew
everyone
what it
can
was.
change what path they're on in life.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents, a scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What
Not
do you
anymore,
think
you're
you've
not.
been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Herlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about. Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Me.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Right, let's go find Emmerich for his chat. While I keep an eye on that building, waiting for it to tell me that we can continue being friends with Tosh.
The spirits lament, dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
Okay, we don't really have the upgrade materials for most of our party members right now, but we can upgrade Emmerich. Welcome in, new boy. Terra says, evil playthrough idea. You're trans, but you tell everyone that their nature is set and you can't change, and belittle everyone that tries to grow. Oh, that's vicious. Oh. Absolutely vicious.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh,
Echo, you're
Rook,
not wrong.
You probably wanted to say hi.
You're not wrong.
Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Look, I'm gonna romance Tash, like, that's happening, but That's not locked in yet, so I am going to continue flirting with everyone.
I think I like it better with a necromancer in the place.
Do you?
Especially one with experience.
I must be sure to live up to expectations.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We'll be fighting weirder stuff than necromancy.
Ah, that's the hope. Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory.
More books.
Thank you for stopping by.
Manfred's just like, let me help. I want to do stuff. Oh, you got a quest for us.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Sure. Let's check the map. Ooh, Tosh, you're just hanging out outside, and Luke. Ooh, you're. Okay. It feels like there's more people hanging out I can go see. Let's go find them. Let's go find people. This is the point where I just start trying to get all the companion quests going as soon as I can. Oh, Echo, you don't even know how.
Taking a walk?
How much Emmerich becomes desirable. It's literally the last minute of his companion quest that I realized, oh god, this would have been so lovely if we'd been dating. It would have been so interesting.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
Right, let's go do Emmerich's thing, because I think that is a... No, it's not a companion quest. Okay, what's a really easy one we can do real quick? Okay, let's go help Emmerich out, because I want to do whatever the most easy basic quest I can do is to try and trigger more stuff happening at the lighthouse to try and get Tasha's quest to continue. Because usually Tasha's quest would have continued before we, like, got Nev back in the party, before we, like, had that whole conversation. But Nev has to be around, and Nev wasn't around, so it's delayed me getting on with all my good Tash content. Okay, now we have my combo. This is my pair. This is my little squad. My besties.
Let's ask Myrna and Veilguard about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps. Now, despite what you may have heard, spirits who dwell here do so willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
No. Why?
The offer stands if you change your mind.
Honestly, these two's growing friendship is really interesting and sweet.
Thank you for coming, Rook. We're in need of your assistance.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods. spirits.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
We must keep
Oh,
track of our
Veilguard.
skeletal. Rook, Professor, a new group of Venatori trespass in the Shrouded Halls.
The gall of them!
They come in search of plunder.
We'll put a stop to that.
Okay, I gotta remember how to find all these wisps. The belfry. This is a nice quick one we can do.
Let's see if we can figure this out. We got it.
Okay,
Here's
one
one of those
wisp.
scattered wisps you mentioned, Emmerich.
It's out of alignment. Let's find a receptacle for it while it recovers.
Look, you're right. In any other game, Veilguard would be the big bad, but in this one, I'm surprised that, like, he doesn't turn out to own, like, a secret stuffed animal collection or something.
I wonder what this is about. The door's locked. Maybe it'll open if we bring more wisps.
Probably just more corpses inside.
They're powerfully warded, and yet... someone passed through these doors not long ago.
Echo, eating is important. It will generally make a person feel better. But I do think the fact that it was specifically a meal that included potato smiles, and a cup of tea, I think that's, like, undeniably also a big factor. Eating definitely helped, but also, I think what you ate definitely also helped. Specifically, yeah, any meal involving some potato smiles is going to be more useful.
There we go.
Okay.
We got it.
Yeah. Okay, one more.
Is that it? Thought we needed another wisp to unlock that door.
Right. Let's look around.
Yeah, I'm on it, Tosh. I'm on it.
What do we have here? There we go.
Where are we missing a wisp? Oh. This one. Got to climb the ghost hand. Ta-da! What's upsetting the wisps? Oh, I know what
Last
this
wisps
is.
unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
Oh, it's the spooky door. I like the spooky door.
Sealed tight.
Those Venatori were killed about a day ago. How'd they end up in a locked room?
An excellent question.
Mysterious room that doesn't want me entering it. Gonna have to do some bullshit to enter that room. But until then, let's go back to the lighthouse. Let's go back to the lighthouse. Is there more quests for me at the lighthouse if I come back now? Have I been gone long enough that I'm allowed more content? Come on, gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, Amaric's got stuff for me. Okay. I'm not getting the task prompt I want because you're up here chatting.
I wish I could breathe fire. I don't know, it just feels like the kind of thing that could be useful, you know?
Sometimes it helps to burn through stuff.
I wonder if we can make it go further or hotter. How long can you hold your breath?
Not long. Healers say it's because breathing fire hurts my lungs.
Oh, never mind then.
Ooh. Is it that I need to get... Oh, do I need to get Nev friendlier again before the scene I'm thinking of can happen? Maybe.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's
Oh,
so
I love
bad.
this.
Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp...
I'll say this. Death Tales is asking, did they consult with a fire spitter for Tash? Because what they described is a current risk fire spitter's face. I would fully believe, like, I'm very willing to believe that they did. From what I know, that seems like the kind of thing they would probably do.
Picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my Necropolis excursions ever since.
He picked his own head!
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Yeah.
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity.
I suddenly found I had a son.
Spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
I really love... Look, I'm just gonna say it. The reason I love the idea of romancing Emmerich on my next playthrough is I like the thought of me and Emmerich being parents to Manfred. I wanna be Manfred's stepmom. And that is a desire that is like, I didn't see it coming, but it grew in me, and then suddenly I wanted to be a step parent to this skeleton. It just kinda
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
He just wants the little shiny. He just wants a shiny. Okay. Nev, let's have a chat with you.
Lucanus, if you lose control of Spite, I'll have to put you both down. No hard feelings.
Good. But you should know, all the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
Tosh will have my back. You can't handle both of us.
I once killed half a dozen Venatori while stuck inside an elevator. I'll take my chances.
I would put my bets on Lucanus in that. Hey, Nev.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Okay, what quest can I do? We got like 25 minutes-ish, maybe half an hour of stream. What quest? I want to do like one quest at a time and then run back here and be like, is it time? Let's go down the bottom of the list. We could do unwelcome guests. Let's go kick out some Venatori from the Morn Watcher's place. That's a nice simple one. We can do that. You know what? I'm gonna bring Nev along for a bit because I need to warm Nev back up to the team, and that's gonna be easiest to do if I actually bring Nev around a bit. Nev, you're gonna come on at least a few missions. I'm going to take you on some missions with Tosh as well. That might get the two of you thinking about each other, and that might get the ball rolling. I'm wondering now if that's part of it. Hey, Indeedy.
Ready for a fight?
Inventory. Time to kick your asses. Fine, I'll fight you all.
Right side.
Yeah, sometimes you just need. Sometimes you feel the urge to loot mid-combat, and it can't always be ignored. Nev, you don't get to shout, "Rook needs a heal" anymore if you are refusing to use your healing powers on me.
Looks like the Venatori planned on taking a few things with them.
You're not allowed to acknowledge that I need healing while refusing to heal me, Nev. I respect the unwillingness to heal me, but you don't get to point the fact out. Okay, yeah, that's just back to the main hall.
So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great.
There's a haunting.
Look, anger at me I get. It's the passive aggressiveness. Like, really, can we not? Do we have to do passive aggression? Is that really the flavor of upsetting me where we're going with? Barriers down, that's good. Oh, fuck. I dodged forward into the thing rather than hitting the heal button. I wanted to dodge, then heal. Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's pay attention, Laura. Let's do the work properly. Get some healing potions on the way. Now that Nev isn't gonna fucking heal me.
Hey, Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare-bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts, put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
Oh, Tosh, you'll come to understand. you deal with him for a minute while I get my heals back? Someone won't heal me anymore.
Got us at range.
You got your fucking barrier back up? Oh, we got rid of your bloody barrier. I've just realised there's a level 30 enemy, and we are like 10 levels below it. This is probably why it's causing us some trouble. You know what I'm going to do that I haven't done during this playthrough, just because I want to make my progress, and I've not really shown off that this is a thing. We can turn on Prevent Death as an option. Ignore the fact that I turned the difficulty down. This enemy had already spawned in, so it's not going to change its difficulty. But turning the difficulties down is the only way to do it. Sometimes, I'm just going to go, you know what, I don't want to come back and fight a thing later. I want to fucking have it die now. That would be fun for me. And I could probably kill it if I came in with a better suited party. But it's just a little fucking skeleton, and honestly, I'm just in the mood to see it die. And there's no shame in using accessibility features, so fuck it, the skeleton is getting murdered. I'm gonna get some free experience, basically. It's gonna be delightful. Look, sometimes you go, I brought in Nev to be nice, and then realized that that meant I no longer had a healer, and I just don't want to, I don't want to slog a fight, I just want to see it done. Sometimes you just press a couple of buttons, stay alive.
Manfred better not do anything like this. Emmerich wouldn't be a fan.
And there we go. Perfectly legitimate battle strategies there. Only the most legitimate playstyles. It does mean I'm going to have to fight the Venatori with basically no healing items or heals, but like, yeah, it'll be fine. How bad could the Venatori be?
More Venatori, and they're summoning a demon this time.
also just sometimes using abilities without me asking, and therefore I can't rely on Nev to be ready for a combo attack when the time comes. I keep going to use Nev and being like, nope, your ability's used up. I don't think I used it. No, because I would have to be using the D-pad or R2 to do the quick cast, and I would not be pressing either of those. I need a healing jar, like anywhere. If only someone hadn't decided I wasn't allowed to be healed anymore. That would really help right now. Oh, are there really no healing jars anywhere in here? Really? Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this on low health.
Let's go again.
No, L2's for my own abilities, not just my character's ones. Oh, I just used my own ability without intending to because I was trying to show off that it could use my abilities too. I am a fucking fool.
Venatori sure made themselves cozy here.
They settle in fast, like roaches.
Myrna and Vorgoth will be happy. I think that's the last of the trespassing Venatori.
There we go. Nev, your bond increased. We befriended you. We took you out with Tash. Can I now get a little conversation that I would like to pop up today? That would have done sooner if we'd pissed off Lucanus instead. Ooh.
No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
I do like these scenes where multiple party members are hanging out chatting with each other.
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you.
Talking
Belara
about
was telling
Lyrium.
me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Belara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the
Oh.
application, the finesse...
Yeah, there's several
Though
characters who'll
admittedly, my
romance each
interests
other
lie
if you don't
more with the
romance them.
spirits. Look to Belara for elven magic expertise.
I just want to like spin it around on my finger like a key ring, but with the big ring.
She came right in and started talking about interstitial resonance and stuff.
Yes, not everyone who's self-taught bothers with complex theory.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
That was really reassuring until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this. This kind of access to knowledge. It's Solus's old home. I want to learn as much as
You're
I can.
hyperfixating and then forgetting to go to bed.
To learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
That knowledge isn't going anywhere.
Oh god, so many
Relax a
of
little.
the
Get
Veilguard
some
have
rest.
terrible sleep patterns
You'll
and
feel
coffee
better
addictions.
and work better.
Right. I'm not great
Doesn't
at that.
help that there doesn't seem to be times
Relaxing,
of day
I mean,
really
I think to myself, what if I do it
in the
wrong?
lighthouse.
Then it's 3 hours later, and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
With what? Relaxing?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises, the ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Oh.
Of course. We must
Emmerich's
look out for
so
one
good,
another.
right?
And thank
Emmerich's
you
so
too,
good.
Rick.
Anytime.
Emmerich
Okay,
is so good.
I am going to relax right away. But first, I had another question.
No.
I thought you might.
Right. Come on. Come on, give me the other conversation I'm looking for. Right, who's where? I'm looking for Nev and Tosh in the library. No, not
So,
quite yet.
Tosh, you're the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Can I get away with literally just traveling to a place and traveling back and seeing if that'll be enough to... Come on, give me more lighthouse shit. I know it's nearly time to wrap this stream, but I've got my head set now. I've got myself set now on... I know what I want to finish the stream on. And I don't know if that's even doable tonight, but I want to finish the stream on a specific thing. I am eager. Has everyone shuffled around? They have, so maybe.
Emmerich, have I got this right? Manfred's wisp?
A wisp of curiosity, to be precise.
And this wisp was so curious about our world, it just couldn't wait to come here, animate a body, and serve you tea.
Manfred enjoys boiling the water. He's mesmerized by the steam.
It's definitely different to slavery. He's here of his own will. Okay, we can definitely pet the baby.
Hey, Hassan.
Come on, let me do the big hug. That's the one.
Nev, I took a lot of notes while you were away. About what we did, and who we met, and what I thought you might notice. I know you like keeping notes. I thought if you came back, maybe it would help.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's... No.
It's great, Belle.
Oh.
Really. Thanks.
Look at Nev get folded back into the fold. Come on, come on. I'm gonna try this like 1 or 2 more times coming back to the lighthouse, and then I accept that it's not gonna happen tonight, and we do it another night. Just the problem with knowing what's coming is I'm like, it should be able to trigger by now. I want to see it. I want to see.
So, the Grey Wardens have griffins.
What of it?
It's another secret your order's been keeping.
What does that mean?
Wardens act like the heroes of Dedas.
but they hide just as many shadows as they fight.
And your crows are saints?
No, but we don't pretend to be. We're honest about our work.
Too true, too true. Oh, wrong pairings of people.
You call Manfred Fred?
Sure. He walked into my office. I said, Fred, can I call you Fred? He nodded. Seemed happy about it. If he doesn't like it...
Oh, Manfred doesn't mind. He quite likes you. Does the diminutive imply a certain level of comfort with the necromantic arts?
It shows a certain level of comfort with your friend. The rest of it, well, that depends.
Oh, I'm aware I can check my map. I
On
just
what the
like
mage
running
using
around.
it is up to.
It's the routine. It's familiar. Oh, she calls him Fred. That's cute. Okay, last try to travel away, travel back, see if it gets the thing I would like to happen. If it doesn't happen this time, I accept that I cannot force it and will let the game go at its own pace. And I'll stop trying to go, yeah, but oh, I want it to happen now. Now.
Davrin, if a person is blighted and doesn't go through whatever wardens go through, how long?
Depends on the person. The changes to the blight, the answer's even more uncertain.
Right. Well, another thing we can't predict.
Yeah, it's not going to be this time because Nev's out here. Yeah, it's not going to be. I just have to accept I should go actually play some of the game, and it'll happen. So you know what? I think we're done for today. We're gonna wrap up here, but I'll be back on Wednesday with another stream where we will go do a bunch of side quest content, and at some point, cool conversations will pop up, and we'll talk about them when we get there. I'm gonna be sensible and get some sleep rather than trying to brute force the game to be like, no, show me the thing I want to see. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I will be back again soon with more Dragon Age the Veilguard. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.